Hi. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state. Really? Well, that's good. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me. Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then tell you the Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going. Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1, the Stellaron hunters. 2, someone else brought the Stellaron into the Cienjo and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Cienjo Alliance could never have guessed it. We're here for you. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the Matrix of Prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunt in the future that Elio chose. The power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew... And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general in person, and to help him resolve the... What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all... Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities, knowing there is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook. Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. You know.
Hey, Luocha. You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So, neons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not...
I don't understand. They're all eons.
Are you really from the Cienjo? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaosha. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaosha?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with...
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance, I'm afraid there's...
Fine. How's this for...
Oh, this one? It's a casket. More common...
The deceased?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Cienjo. I'd quite forgot.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just We don't put bodies in boxes. The Foxians and the Videodora have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in stars gifts and then let them. As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of. What do you know? Silent but deadly.
Your mother is right. The Videodora are long scions. They are descendants of the Aeon of Permanence. That was why the power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could successfully complete numerous rites and challenges.
I've heard the story of Long the Permanence and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the... But for some reason, the Aeon disappeared among the stars without a trace. Every life has its limit. Even the Aeons are not truly immortal, and will eventually reach the end of their...
Let me ask you one more question. Friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've...
What was that? A new crucible for the furnace. The dead return!
Dodge this!
Mara struck.
It looks like someone's hurt.
Wait!
Silent but deadly. Locha, let's charge into...
What happened?
I've only got 2 hands.
Enough.
This sanctuary is but a vision! Break! This sanctuary is but a vision! Break!
Dodge this! Miss, are you... What? Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought... My motor is... Are you a Cloud Knight? Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the judges. I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have got you to come with me.
I happen to have some medical knowledge.
Well, it's just... she's a puppet. I think we should just take her...
Don't worry, Miss Sushang. You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful.
It won't work. My body is...
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances.
How...
Abundance.
Very good. As a judge in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering in the affairs of outsiders. However, see, I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron hunter. This villain possesses exception. If it hadn't been for a strange accident, my wake span might have been...
Strange.
Come with me. I've never seen...
You know, even eons can be killed. Is it so unthinkable? There are many stories about fallen Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the Order. These names were once known all over the universe. And now they've all... Currently, there are 3 ways an eon can perish known to humanity. 1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide, and the broader path will engulf the narrower. 2. In a war between eons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one. That's how Tazeron the propagation fell. So, the Xianzhou too are engaged in this process. As far as I know, the predecessors of the Alliance were the Elixir Seekers. They searched for Yaoshe and longed for the blessing of immortality. But immortality turned out to be a curse for the Xianzhou. That's when the hunt appeared, firing an arrow and felling the ambrosial arbor. Ever since, what do you think? They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never. Hold on. Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Did Kafka escape? How are we gonna...
If what she said is true,
Hey, did she brainwash you? Wasn't this the dead tree Qingque showed us earlier?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Even the long-lived might not witness something.
Such extraordinary...
Mr. Yang, Do you mean this?
Yes, the Stellaron, the Cloud Knights.
Looks good.
Unless Kafka deceived the Matrix.
Stay calm, Diviner Fu. The Matrix of Prescience does not lie. The logic you have laid out... I agree there is a hostile external force at work on the Luofu. The Stellaron didn't appear out of thin air. Someone managed to sneak it onto the ship. As for the culprits behind the Luofu's internal strife, I believe we are dealing with the so-called disciples of Sanctus Medicus. That shadowy organization of the denizens of abundance. Kafka's revelations confirm my suspicions.
General, when did you have these suspicions?
The moment the planter of the Stellaron revealed himself. The Xianzhou has the blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter, and only another Eon's Emanator would be capable of sneaking onto this ship. The Stellaron corrosion continues to flood into the ship. And yet it bypassed both the seat of divine foresight. The Stellaron hunters aren't the ones behind the curtain. No. As soon as I set eyes on Blade, it was clear to me. But why is he here? Nevertheless, Lady Fu, your intel means the puzzle is more complete than it was before. These Stellaron hunters are a captivating group.
General, we must retain all urgency.
It's the Stellaron. No need to search high and low. The traders have planted it in the ambrosial arbor's delve, thereby causing the tree to grow once again.
Every crisis is a turning point. A problem is easy. Am I coming up with a plan again?
Of course. I'm sure you have a countermeasure at the ready.
From my perspective, convening the Cloud Knights is our immediate priority. We must head into the roots of the ambrosial...
As ever, the Master Diviner's omniscia provides for the fastest solution. However, sometimes speed is not everything.
General,
Well?
you're a scoundrel.
Pulling up the grass requires removing the roots. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have chosen to make their move now. Which means the Cloud Knights have the situation...
You've been sitting on that this whole time? How will you justify the loss?
Please, Lady Fu. I still have forces. We were in need of extra hands, and the Stellaron hunters were kind enough to bring us together with the Astro...
The General's smiling. It's my fault. I had higher expectations. Please, we can't keep getting them to do everything for us. Why do I need to remind you, General, that the Ambrosial Arbor's access point is a closely guarded secret?
A violation of the rules and regulations. I would like to remind you, Lady Fu, that the Xianzhou comes before... As such, I'm about to make a decision that runs counter to those rules and regulations. Oh, decisions plural. What a rare pleasure. Lady Fu, I hereby issue you with the military tally. The Cloud Knights will be under your control. You will act in concert with the other forces in the approach to the ambrosial...
Under
You've been eager to discover for yourself what it is to be a general.
You've never given me the opportunity, and now suddenly...
As for our astral friends, I hereby formally welcome you all to join our... Lady Fu will deploy the Cloud Knights, but I would like you to set off in advance. Take a shortcut through the Artisanship Commission and convene... This is no errand, honored guests. I am merely stating what needs to be done.
You've never really seen us as outsiders.
Miss Tingyun, I would like you to continue to serve as a guide for our...
Oh, of course, General.
A step forward bridges no distance hence. The ambrosial arbor was felled thousands of years ago. Now it returns to life. I had long anticipated. Huh? She's not angry. Pursuing Kafka is a waste of time. From the time the alchemy to make matters worse, he really is a delegator at heart, isn't he? There isn't much distance between the artisanship and alchemy commissions. The star skiff is ready.
One zero is the way.
Where are you going? The star skiff is ahead of us. Follow my lead. I still have important tasks from the General to attend to. Wait! Master Diviner! No need. My Omniscia has seen that your journey will be auspicious. Are you sure? You don't need...
Well said. Thank you for your assurance, Master.
Huh? Look at all the people gathered here. Not a good day for commuting on the LaFu. The Artisanship Commission Delve should have suspended operations after the Stellaron corrosion began. Why haven't these people...
Maybe the Artisanship Commission are just more dedicated to their work? The Divination Commission's diviners aren't exactly a hard act to follow.
At the end of the day, work is work. You need it to live. You know, March, adults forget what relaxation means after a certain age.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Just speaking from the heart, that's all.
I think they call that complaining from the heart.
Are any of the paths in this world easy to tread? The Artisanship Commission is full of workshops, building state-of-the-art mechanisms, and craftsmen designing brand new concepts. Periodically stirring up trouble is part of their tradition. Entire buildings vanishing into thin air, puppet riots. You get the picture. It seems like the craftsmen are too afraid to go in, but they have nowhere to run to either. We should take care, benefactors. Something terrible must have happened.
Either way, we'll have to go in. Let's ask around first.